Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how I ended up using old recycled timber to create an outdoor rustic looking coffee table. For the timber I used these 120mm by 120mm cypress pine posts. I had a bunch of these left over from my pergola project. I'm going to use these posts to cut them lengthwise to create planks, which will be about 50 to 60 mil thick. I'm going to glue these planks together like this, and then plane and sand the surface to make it look flatter, but with some uneven features to make it look rustic. I will also use these posts as they are to just cut legs for the coffee table. Just want to mention there are a ton of very cool woodworking YouTube videos out there, and if you want to pick up some really cool skills, I encourage you to check them out. In this video I used very simple approach, just fairly basic woodworking methods to achieve my final outcome, which is this rustic looking coffee table. Okay, let's get started. So basically I've cut the posts in half and I'm starting to join them together using some wood glue. As I'm joining these pieces together, I'm also going to be evening out the surface with a planer to achieve as flat as possible surface. However, I do want to leave some imperfections in place to achieve the rustic look. So for sanding, I start off with 120 grit sandpaper, and the second stage is 240 grit. Then I go down to 400 grit, 600, and you can probably do more if you want to, if you want even finer finish. Okay, so now that I've finished preparation of this table for staining and varnishing, I have just applied one layer of this stain called Brown Japan. I've diluted it about 50% with mineral turpentine. I've simply applied the stain like this, just using a piece of cloth. Then just let it dry overnight. So to finish this table off, I'm going to apply marine varnish called Fist Watson Spa Marine Varnish. It's oil-based, turpentine oil-based varnish product, high gloss. I'm going to start off by tinning it maybe 20% with mineral turpentine initially, and then each next layer I'm going to tint some more to get that fine smooth finish without any brush strokes. Okay, just to recap, for a very high quality paint job, the final finish, there's few key things to keep in mind. Pick your days when it's a cool weather. You don't want to paint when it's hot weather, because the paint will dry, or the stain will dry very quickly and leave the brush strokes. Always paint on horizontal surfaces so that the paint can run and even out as it's drying out. Tin your paint, that's very important. Start off by maybe 20%, but eventually your final layers should go up to even 50 or even more % of being tinned. Also, make sure you do this in an area free of dust. So don't do it when it's very windy weather, because it will carry a lot of dust around and ruin your fine finish. Okay, after applying 3 or 4 layers of marine varnish, I'm going to finish off this table by giving it a very light sand using 1500 grit sandpaper. Make sure to wet the surface before. For this project I used the following tools: an electric grinder, a planer, an orbital sander, and just a basic circular saw. I've used these special sandpaper discs that you can buy in hardware stores and this grinder to create imperfections in the timber, such as curves, curvatures, and little dents and holes to make it look natural and interesting.